everybody, it's Miss Austin, and I'm going to be going over lesson 13 today in your book. We are on page 89. So, sorry I've been gone. I'm going to be back on Monday. And if you're lost on any of the other lessons, I'd be happy to help you when I get back. All right, lesson 13, incorporating rotations. The semaphore alphabet is a way to use flags to signal messages. Here's how to use the signal to signal the letters Z and J. For each, precisely describe a rotation that would take the left hand to the right hand flag. So I didn't have tracing paper at home, but I have these almost kind of like brown bags. So I cut them up. So how much would I have to rotate? And I'm going to hold this. I kind of made a grid, so you could see. Hopefully, like in math for your angles, right? You have 90 degrees. If you went halfway, that'd be 180, something like that. Okay, so that's why I kind of put the XY axis on there. So how much do I have to rotate to get this left onto the right? So I'm going to hold my pencil here steady. How much is that? Maybe you can tell, right? Because if I went, and maybe by drawing in the X and Y axis, you could tell. If I went all the way here, that would be 90. But I only need to go halfway. Show you one more time. So 45 degrees clockwise. And if you want to show yourself, you could draw the XY axis like this, right? Because you can see 90 would be that whole thing, but we only went halfway. All right, how about this guy? Let me get a new piece of paper. Well, I'll still use this, but I'll just trace this time. So how about from here to here? Hopefully you have patty paper. You could do this yourself too. I'm going to draw this in to help myself visualize how much I'm going to rotate it. Right, this time I've got to go get the left onto the right. I'm going to hold it steady right here. How much am I going to have to turn it? 90 degrees, right? Which is a quarter of a turn of this piece of paper. 90 degrees. Counterclockwise. All right, so today we're talking about rotations. We're going to be rotating around different points and trying to figure out the degree of rotation and also perform different rotations if they give us the degree. All right, 13.2, turning on a grid. So I hope you have a piece of patty paper. If you don't, you could pause it. Hopefully there's patty paper in the classroom for you. Or if you're at home trying to do this, you could, if your mom or dad have wax paper or parchment paper in the baking drawer, or you could cut a brown paper bag. A Ziploc. I tried a Ziploc today. That worked pretty good. All right, it says rotate quadrilateral ABCD 90 degrees clockwise around Q. So first let me trace this. And here's Q. So one's 90 degrees clockwise, so that's this way. So imagine I've got to turn it so that this, right, turns 90 degrees. Like that. See how I've turned the axis 90 degrees? Now I'm going to try to put that under here. It's kind of, there's A, and then I go 1, 2, 3 over and 2 down for D. D, B prime, A prime. 3 straight down for D. 1, 2, 3, B prime, and C is 3 down. Yeah, you might have another way to visualize it. And then another cool thing that you can see at the end is if you connect the original point to the center of rotation to the new point or the image, do you see how that made a 90-degree angle right there? I'll do it with another point. Look, D to the center, which slightly sketch, to the new D. You see that? That's a 90-degree angle. Okay, that's another way you can visualize it. Rotate ABCD 180 around R. Okay, back to this. I've already got it drawn in around R. Here's R right here. So I'm going to hold it steady. I got to turn this paper 180 degrees. So look, if I turn it that much, that's 90. And I keep going, 180. We'll call this A double prime because it's the second thing we've done. And then 3 over. That's right. Where are we at? Whoopsie daisy. Miss Austin, did you mess up? Oh, Miss Austin. Hang on, guys. Miss Austin got messed up. Okay. I'm going to go 3 over and 2 down. D, C. And again, if you connect the original point through the center of rotation to the new point or the image, it will make that angle, right? This was 180. That just made a straight line because that's a straight line is 180. If you need, right? This is 90, right? A straight line all the way over is 180. So let's just look at C gently. I'm going to sketch it in. If I go from the original to R, because that was the center, to my new C, do you see how that makes a straight line? Because it was 180 degrees. 180. The one before, when I connected the original through the center of rotation to the new point or the image, it made a 90-degree angle. Look, one more time. B to here to the new B. You see how that makes a 90-degree angle right there? Okay. Miss Austin has to take a quick pause. It's going to be in a second video where I pick up because my computer's about to die. I will be back with part 2 of this lesson.